Hello everybody and a happy new year, and welcome to episode number 11 of Hidden Jewels of Soul and Disco. My name is Nadine, I'm writing for Souldisco.de, and this week we are talking about one of the greatest soul songwriters you probably have never heard of. His name is Tom Brook. Have a listen.
Make it, nobody can. If we don't make it, baby, I believe that nobody can. Oh, if we don't make it, nobody can. When you walk by, my whole world just stands still. Thursday, I say I'm gonna tell you all the things I feel. So I tried all week and Friday. Every time you touch me, baby, I need you more and more. Every time you squeeze me, then honey, I feel you more and more and more. Every time you kiss me, from loving you the way that I do. No, baby, there is nothing in this world that can stop me from.
So what you've just heard were some snippets of Tom Brook's only ever released album in 1974. It was called I Love You More and More, and it was produced and co-written by no other than Barry White together with Gene Page. So little to nothing is known from Tom Brook. He was born in 1942 and he died in 2002, and he was born in Austin, Texas. So what's also known is that at the beginning of the 70s, he started to work with Barry White, writing on songs and helping him produce stuff. And how I found out about him, may you have seen the first episode, I talked a huge amount about this album, which is one of the greatest soul albums ever released. It's What Am I Gonna Do from Gloria Scott. And he wrote or co-wrote up to 90% of the songs from this record. So I used Discogs to find out more about him, and then I found out about this album. This is not the original release, it's a reissue. The original release starts to €100. Before the reissues came out, it was even more expensive. Anyway, he worked till the mid-70s for Barry White, and then hardly to nothing is known. He wrote some other stuff for Danny Gerard in 1976, and that's it. So there was some speculation in the internet why the album was not promoted and why he left the label. There's actually no interview available from Tom Brook, no chance to find out. There are only speculations. From what I think, in my opinion, I talked to the likes of Gloria Scott and also Danny Pearson, who were also artists signed by Barry White. I think the problem was in 1974, Barry White really got super big, like superstar big. And the time to produce, to arrange, to set up marketing and everything for other artists he signed were near to impossible, because he had so many other obligations with the record company that he was suddenly no more the producer, songwriter, or arranger. He was the singer, and he had to go on tour and he had to produce stuff himself. So I think it was near impossible to do that. So that's the lack of marketing for Gloria Scott and Tom Brook. So I think in that time they said, be happy that it was even released. So you make it or you're not. And the other thing, in my opinion, is why he left were also the same reasons as with Danny Pearson and Gloria Scott. He had this long-term contract with Barry White, which were also common with Motown records, and you couldn't do anything. You were bound to that contract and there's no way out of it. So they were stuck in the situation. They couldn't release anything. They couldn't really do much. They couldn't record for other labels. And so at a certain point, they just quit and left frustrated. This is only speculation from that point of view, but it might likely be the most possibility. So like I said, I didn't find any interview or something. I only found out when he was born and that he died. Concerning the album, The album is absolutely brilliant. One of the greatest tracks on this album, There's Nothing in the World That Can Stop Me From Loving You. It's an awesome, beautiful track. So what we here have is the reissue from Mr. Bongo. That was the, hope you can see that, the hyper sticker from that album. You get a nice cardboard, nothing wrong with that. The record cost €27. I paid for that for the reissue. Like I said, the original version starts with €100. I'm hoping that somehow I managed to get a German version of that one from 1974. But anyway, so this was the inner sleeve. It was delivered with, you can see there was some corners broken, but nothing serious. And this is the record. I show that to you. This must be side 1. Wait, it's like a little like driving the car. Oh wait, here we go. Side 1, and then we here have side P. This is the original 20th century label. Concerning the sound quality, I don't think that this release has been done with the original analog master tapes. It wasn't mentioned somewhere on the record, it wasn't mentioned on the website, so I don't think it has been done from the original tapes. Sound-wise, it's okay. I have no complaints about that, but I think it would, if it would have been done from the original analog tapes, it would have been a bigger sound and a much bigger quality. This is the back cover, so you can have a look at that. And yeah, I think this was the same personnel which was used on that record. And these two records I play a few times a week because they're so outstanding and so wonderful. The track Nothing in This World Can Stop Me has also been used or sampled by Jay-Z in, I think, 2001 on the Blueprint album he did. And afterwards, after that thing got sampled, there was more interest again in that record. So it came out on CD. As I don't have a single CD in my collection, I can't compare and can say nothing about the sound quality. But I do hope that somehow this record comes out with being done from the original master tapes. So if you're looking for a great album, get this version. Get a reissue. If you can spare the money, get the original version. In 1974 they also released a Jamaican version from Jamaica, which was pretty unique. And otherwise, we see each other next week for a new episode, and stay tuned, stay healthy, all the best to you, and have a great week. Bye.